Well, greetings, hello, and welcome everyone to Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars on the Xbox 360. I'm playing this in backwards compatible mode on the Series X. I have a disc, and I just wanted to play this and kind of show you Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars on the 360 and how awesome it is. This is a great RTS game, and I wouldn't say it's forgotten. I mean, the franchise is surely dead thanks to EA. I think they ruined it, in my opinion, but that's for another conversation. This game is just great on console. It's a little different than what I remember, and that's because I have been playing Kane's Wrath. Now, Kane's Wrath is an expansion to Command & Conquer 3. It's called Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath. And that's a standalone expansion. You can either get the disc, which I own that, or you can get a digital copy on the Xbox store, and you can just play that independently of Command & Conquer 3. And I didn't know that they improved the controls. On this version, just regular CNC3, there's like this menu you can see here next to the minimap where you have to use the D-pad to kind of go up and down, or you can tap on your construction yard to like actually select your buildings. And in Kane's Wrath, they actually added like all these radial menus and stuff. It's really cool. And I don't think they advertised that, like, whether it's on the box, because, you know, physical games were still big back when this came out, like 2008, 2009. But I really don't recall that, and it was actually until I fired this back up that I had forgotten that they even improved the controls. So shout out to them for doing that in an expansion. I really can't recall them doing that sort of thing. Now, you may be asking yourself a few questions like, is he We're playing on easy, and he's attacking me with all this crap. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Are we playing on easy? Unbelievable.
Yes, sir. Rifle squad ready.
I'll fix this, don't you worry. Please hold.
Rifle squad ready.
Did he leave? Hey, you better leave. Get out of here, kid.
Rifle squad ready.
All right, what was I saying? I can't even remember. That made me so ill. Let's build a command post. So you might be asking yourself, like, how this game works and the gameplay and the mechanics and all that. And I would say it's actually quite simple to understand, is that you have to get, for this series, there's the Tiberium series and the Red Alert series. I know that can get a little confusing in that regard. However, in this series, these are your resources, these crystals that you kind of scoop up. And the detail is actually really cool. If you like zoom in, it like fills up these little machines here, and then that thing picks up the crystals and it deposits them into the refineries, and then the refineries kind of build up, and then it melts down into this, and I don't know. It's pretty cool. You need power. It's a little different. It reminds me a little bit of like Halo Wars 1, where you have a power level. That's what's on that green bar there. You'll see actually like a little white line. It's very faint. I don't even know if the recording's going to pick it up. But anyway, if you surpass that, your buildings will just power down. You'll have a blackout effect. I'm losing track of where my buildings are. There we go.
New construction options.
And you can do other things too, like some buildings you can upgrade, some units you can upgrade. But nonetheless, it's a very basic RTS compared to other games, like I would say like Age of Empires is a lot more complicated, because there's really only one resource here. But you can freely build your buildings similar to Age of Empires. Now, like I had said, there are other series like the Red Alert series, so like you can get Red Alert 3. Why am I under attack now? Right, let's go mess him up. Enough of this. Let's mess him up, boys. I'm building reinforcements, don't you worry. Very painfully, because I know some of the controls in this, like you can hold left trigger, and tap A, and I think that's your local units. Oh, I see a silo there I want to capture. We're going to build some airfields and
New construction options.
do some air runs, if you will. It is... Alright, so I need a tech center. We'll get that going. I'm playing a lot better. I actually did a previous recording. It turned out horribly because I had no idea what I was doing. Kind of, you know, a boomer brain here got the best of me. I don't think I have an armory. We'll get that. Now, this map's fairly small, so I don't want to push immediately. I want to make sure I kind of have a force here. And the campaigns are pretty great in this game overall. I mean, what did I do? Did I do something? I heard a beep. I don't know what I did. The Red Alert series is pretty great. I apologize for kind of rambling there. It's kind of like an alternate history, if you will. Now, it's such a shame that the online servers are shut down for 360. You cannot play online in any way on console anymore, which is really unfortunate. EA shut down the servers. It's a common EAL. However, if you get it on PC, they sell the whole collection on Steam, which I still think is the best place to play. However, you know, if you only have a console, then by all means, it is still worth the pickup over here to play on 360, especially since it's backwards compatible on modern consoles, whether it's Xbox One or Series X. And they still, to my knowledge, they still sell the digital copy on the Xbox store as well. The point is Red Alert 3 back in the day, it had a co-op campaign. And I remember playing that, and it was so much fun. A co-op campaign in RTS you may be like, that doesn't make any sense. But it actually worked out quite well. And the Red Alert 3 campaign is fairly long. Oh, there we go, low power. So some of my structures go offline until I build another power plant. Is it still playable in 2024, Command & Conquer 3? Yes, it is. This game came out way back in, like, I think this one came out in 2008, I want to say. And its expansion, Kane's Wrath, came out in 2009. Maybe I have that a little off by a year or two. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's find some structures and we're going to do a bombing run. This game is just so much fun. Now, the AI can be absolutely... Oh, this guy's getting messed up a little bit. Goodbye. Yeah, he's getting messed up by that dude. The AI can be absolutely brutal, and to my knowledge, what I've done in previous videos through experiments is I've received comments that, like, on the higher difficulties, the AI, like a brutal difficulty, they more or less, like, blatantly cheat. Like, they have more resources, and they can move outrageously faster and those sorts of things. But I think for playing on easy, medium, which is kind of where I stand it, I can get into some moments where I play the game for quite a while and I can kind of bump myself into medium hard difficulties. I keep doing that, and I don't mean to do that. I do apologize. It is a lot of fun to play. And, you know, in regards to other RTS games, like, if you watch the channel, you know I'm known for more Halo Wars content. But there are RTS games on console that are a lot of fun to play, and this is definitely one of them. I know there's other ones like Ruse. Does anyone remember that game? That's more of like I would imagine kind of a tactical strategy game. That one I think came from Ubisoft. I do own that one, and I think that one also is backwards compatible. But there are no really console enhancements on this. So, like, there's no FPS boost. There's no... Oh, I need to make another refinery. There's no, like, 4K resolution that some backwards compatible games get. But, you know, is that necessary to enjoy this? No, I don't think so at all. I think it looks perfectly fine. And it holds up really well. And, again... If you could play this on PC, I think you'll get a little bit more enjoyment out of it with things like increased frame rates. Of course, the UI is a lot better. And then, as well, online play that you can mod back in. Look at all of these men. I mean, that's a lot of men. I think my tanks will win that. I mean, look, he's sending more men. I'm shocked by the amount of men that he's bringing. I need to make more tanks. Why is he sending men at tanks? That, I don't know. Let's see. Is there one against infantry? Am I missing something here? An APC? I thought APCs just transport infantry.
Unit under attack.
I'm actually very interested by that the vehicles say that they're good against vehicles and structures. I mean, can I make snipers here? Yeah, sniper team. Strong versus infantry. We'll make a couple of those. You'll notice actually quite a lot of similarities between this game and Halo Wars 2. Like veterancy, for example, you see the little chevron here. You know, that the Chevron system was in Halo Wars 1. You get more of the veterancy system
Harvester
in
under
Halo
attack.
Wars 2. I guess they're more like
Our base is
stars,
under attack.
if you will, in Halo Wars 1 and Halo
Owns.
Wars 2. But like the things like the sniper team, I remember seeing that thinking they were so cool. Can they go invisible? I can't recall if they can or not. I'm getting attacked from over here. Oh, he's in this little shack thing. And like garrisoning in structures, and I don't know, there's just a lot of dynamics here that you see quite often in this game from other games that I adore, like Halo Wars. There is also, I might tack it on here at the end of the video, me getting annihilated by this ion cannon thing. The AI in the last video just blew me away with that thing. And it looks very, very similar to Aatrox's eradication from Halo Wars. And there's just some really cool stuff that I think Halo Wars is inspired by. I really can't confirm if it actually is or is not. But I mean, they're both console RTS games. Always got some. What is that? I don't even know what that is. The console RTS games. I really wish that, in today's day and age, that we see more console RTS games. Really, what we kind of see are, we have seen a few. Like, Spellforce came to console not too long ago, a few years ago, Spellforce 3. And that's pretty good. It's got a half-decent control scheme, and that one actually has a Xbox Series X enhancement to it as well. So they actually went ahead and made it work with the newest consoles. There's also, like, Company of Heroes 3 that got a console port.
Rifle squad ready.
Of course, there's Halo Wars 2, and then don't forget the Age of Empires. And Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 4 are both now on console. I keep telling myself I'm going to capture that silo, and then I just don't do it.
Training.
There's 2 of them.
Reporting in.
So, like, all of those are on console. And the upcoming Age of Mythology Retold has been confirmed for console. So, is RTS dead on console? No, it's not. But is it an exciting time for RTS on console? No, I don't think so either. I really think Halo Wars kind of was a trailblazer in that regard. I mean, just the Halo IP behind an RTS franchise really, I think, popularized the genre on console. And that's why we see games like this, I think, make its way to console. If I remember right, this came out before Halo Wars did on console. But, again, Kane's Wrath, the expansion, it's a standalone expansion, and it improves the control scheme immensely. So I kind of recommend that you really pick up both.
I got this one.
The campaigns are fairly long and fairly enjoyable. Again, the AI can be a little painful at times in the higher difficulty.
Firehawk here. All set.
And I keep doing that, and I wish I wouldn't do
Building
that.
captured.
Prepare for land.
Because I want to select local units of just these air units, but there's no paintbrush in this. You have to, like, kind of drag over it, which, again,
Silos needed.
Roger that, Command.
Kane's Wrath fixes that. All right, I'm kind of rambling at this point. I pass the question on to you. How do you feel about Command & Conquer 3 on the Xbox in 2024? Are you excited?
Sequence confirmed.
Like, do you still play it from time to time? The achievements in this game, actually, if I may, please. I only have one achievement in here. When did I get it? Back in 2008, I obtained 100,000 Tiberium in multiplayer games. So apparently I play multiplayer on this quite a lot. Maybe that's not too difficult to get. I'm not sure. But I think for some of these campaigns, yeah, complete all the single-player campaigns, 220 gamer score. It's quite a lot. This is kind of back in the day, 2008. Obviously, the game was out by then, since I have an achievement. But that was when, I think, before we really had figured out, like, what was the right point structure for achievements. Like, finish this campaign, you get 100. But with gold medals, I think that's quite hard to do. What about just regular? The boot camp mission I haven't even done. Isn't that sad? Play multiplayer for 100 hours? I guess that's a locked achievement. There's some secret achievements. But there's only 22 achievements, so not a whole lot. Anyway, that's that. There is a Command & Conquer playlist I have on the channel for about a dozen Command & Conquer games. If you're interested in that, feel free to check those out. And again, let me know in the comments how you feel about Command & Conquer on console in 2024. Hopefully, one day we'll get a Command & Conquer 5 on consoles. That would be great. That's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. And I'll see you, James.